So the metals have gotten hammered over the night last night. Gold was down a couple of percent. So was silver as well too, down almost 3% as well too. Well, that's on the ETF anyway. And obviously we're seeing the US market is also still it's struggling to rally to the high side like it has been. So we're going to have a quick market update. So let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, so I wanted this market update for you because I see a lot of things that are happening right now and I want to share with you what I see in the markets. Firstly, what I want to share with you and show you is obviously the US indices. I'm going to start with the Dow Jones first. I'm going to start with this chart here first to show you what I see. So I'm going to open up this chart here, and yesterday I did a video saying that if we do get a little bit of a rally, I think this is going to be short-lived because it's just the way the market's working out. And you can see what actually happened here on the Dow Jones. It actually ran up, rallied, and actually closed lower. So you can see the market's actually, every time we try to get a rally, it actually rallied out. And we got a rallying, we rallied out, and we got a rallying, we rallied out. This time we're rallying and we're getting hammered down, and we're trying to rally and we're getting hammered down. And so what I'm seeing there, guys, you can see we even got an increase in selling volume today on the Dow Jones as well too. So that's obviously something that is really interesting. Same with the S&P. S&P, you can see with my trend line there, if I grab like a bit of a channel formation, you can see that overall this market is really holding strong here. And again, that's showing a lot of weakness still. I'm seeing a lot more weakness here showing that. You can see a little rally up to the upside, but still it's trying to create a little low peak. And as I said to you guys yesterday, that by looking at this market and by looking at what's actually happening here, we can actually see the market is rallying to the high side, and now now it's going to create another lower peak. And as I was saying to you guys yesterday, that this could be now trying to form a bit of a head and shoulder formation through there. So and then if it creates like another little sort of maybe a day like that, or a sideways day and then a down day, guess what? We now have a head and shoulder formation, and then down we go really quickly. So that's what I'm expecting on the S&P 500. Moving forward to the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, I drew a trend line this here on the Nasdaq actually, and as you can see, let me just do this up through here. You can see the market actually, this Nasdaq actually ran up and actually rejected at that resistance level and came straight back down. Even though the stochastics are where they are, and even though where the RSI is, as I've been telling you guys, that the indicators are only 5% of the equation. If the indicators line up with what the market's telling you, that's when you start to have something powerful. But that's why I'm not really worried about the indicators down the bottom here, because the market is shifting, it's changing, and your price action first, indicators second. And so we're getting a little bit of rejection there as well too. And the Russell had a little upward movement, but as you can see, the Russell came and actually had a lot of selling into the late of the end of the day, or a little bit of a selling, should be late until the end of the day as well. And that's exactly what we see on the Russell. Now I want to talk about silver, and I want to talk about gold in this video as well too. Here's the thing, guys. One thing I've noticed, and sometimes I fall for this trap as well too. When everyone is talking about something, it's too late. It's too late for that move anyway. So everyone's been talking about gold and everyone's been talking about silver, and how because so many stocks have just taken off like a rocket. Now I do believe, for like a WBS trade, it's perfect because there's a lot of volatility this year with that. But I think when you look at silver and gold, let's actually go look at, say, the SLV there. SLV. You see SLV actually came off 3%. Now I'm actually quite happy about that because, as you know, I've been trying to get into this for quite some time. I've been waiting for this stochastic to pull down. It's exactly what's happening. It's trying to pull back right now. But the thing is, guys, is everyone's been talking about on the markets about, so much money's been made in silver and so much money's been made in gold. And everyone, including Bob Polny, has actually been saying you need to get in gold and silver right now. Now, I actually think that's wrong. I actually think now, because everyone's talking about it, I think that we're likely to see an explosion to the high side soon. But I think we're due for that pullback anyway. So if I go look at that chart there, and I bring up this weekly chart, this is definitely want to bring up. I want to bring up the weekly chart here. Let's just go to here then. Let's just go to weekly chart. Will that bring it up? Okay, cool. Yeah. So you can see, don't worry about the indicators here. That's nothing to be worried about. So you can see we're at this point through here, and we can see we have this sort of major areas of support level down here. So I would actually like to see silver come back down to there, and then if that does get down to the $15 level, if we do get, let's see if I can. My software. Oh, I tell you, my software. If we do get like another little drop to the downside, even like another 3 or 4% drop to the downside, selling into it, that'll be perfect for me to start picking it up, because I believe this is just a continuation of a next move up. So that's what I do see on there on silver, guys. And also looking at obviously the QQQ. I'm very, very weak on the QQQ. I'm actually got put options on that myself. Let's see. There's and obviously the gold. Gold is also too, guys. Gold's obviously pulling back. Let me see if I can bring up that weekly chart there. Weekly chart, as you can see, gold has actually been pulling back a little bit. We had a little run to the high side. Gold's trying to pull back here just a little bit as well. If I draw a trend line, say from there to there, it's actually from there to there. That was actually the low point. So you see my software? It's playing crazy buggers on me now. All right, here we go, from here to here. All right, there we go. So we can see that, oh, I knew that was going to happen. Let's go from this point here. And I'm just going to extend it up through the high side through there. Somewhere through there anyway. Oh, I tell you, I'm just trying to get that point. Where is that point I'm trying to get at? All right, so let's just draw it from here anyway. Draw it from there to there. That'll be what I'm looking at there. All right, cool. So you can see this is where the market has been bouncing off here, and bounced up that level through there. So we're at that level right now on the weekly chart. And so the daily chart's coming down to that level as well too. So I'm expecting this market to bounce here and then have a really rally to the high side. I don't think this is the end of this. I think we're likely to get some more upside, but I do think we got maybe a little bit more of a pullback on the gold and also silver as well too. Make sense? So that's basically what I do see there, guys, on all the markets, on all the should I say, that's what I see there on GLD. And overall, guys, I do see, looking at these indices, guys, they look really, really, really weak. And let me bring up the transportation average as well too. Just flicking through my stocks here. Transportation average, where are you? There we go. Transportation average made a double top, came down, made a double top. Now it's at a double bottom, and now we're faltering through here. So you can see this double bottom formation through here as well too. Look at that. Just made a parallel trend line myself without the anyway. So you can see double top, and now we're getting rejection, and we're not getting a power move out of that. There's no power out of this. Normally we get a power move and we're likely to reject it. We're trying to move to the high side. I think overall, guys, that we're likely to see a little bit of a pause through here, and then down we go. Same with all the other indices, guys. Same with obviously Dow Jones and stuff like that. So the Dow Jones overall, guys, to me is the weakest. My software is doing some crazy things today. Anyway, so I think, guys, the Dow Jones is still showing weakness. We're still now getting this lower peak here, guys. So, guys, I'm expecting sometime within the next couple of weeks that we're going to start seeing some significant selling in the markets. And the one thing I noticed too, guys, is looking at the VIX. I'm very bullish on the VIX, by the way. Why wouldn't I be? I think the market's going to crash. Just makes sense, right? So we see the VIX actually just slightly pulling back. I think where we are right now on this VIX, I think that we're likely to start seeing at least a bit of a support where we are right now. And I think we're likely to start seeing a little bit of move to the high side. So if I draw a trend line through there, you can see how, especially if I connect that high through there, that high through there, and that high through there, you can see how this is resistance, hit the resistance. We've broken up out of this. We've now support, and it's now supporting here. Guys, that's actually breaking out of this sort of wedge through here, and now looks like we're trying to run to the higher side. So that's what I do see there, guys. I will do a video maybe tomorrow morning. I'm going to do a video maybe tomorrow, guys, on the correlation to what actually happens with gold and silver before a crisis. And I do think, you know, what Harry Dent's been talking about and Bob Polly's been talking about, I actually think they're both right, but in different times. Bob Polny from 2020forecast.com, he's been saying that gold and silver's likely to just take off through the roof. I believe that. But then Harry Dent's been saying that I believe gold's going to go down. I don't believe that now. I do think after we've actually exploded to the high side, created astronomical returns in silver and gold, then I think we're likely to have a pullback in the market. So I'll probably record a video maybe tomorrow about that. I'll show you the charts. And yeah, we'll see about that. So anyway, guys, quick market update. Hope you enjoy this. Talk to you later. Hey, it's John Howell here, and thanks so much for watching my video. You see, I'm putting out daily videos and education on helping you learning the art of successful trading. So click on the subscribe button to keep up to date with every video I do. Also, check out my story video, $250,000 in debt, cancer, overweight, family passing away, lived on the streets, and more, and how I overcome it and now thriving through my life. This is here to motivate you, so click on that image to watch my video. And lastly, if you're struggling with your trading, then you need to see my latest webinar where I'm sharing with you an amazing strategy that allows you to generate an income without getting the direction right. So click on that image on this page to register for my next free webinar. This is John Howell here. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.